Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? So, Electronic Arts. When we think of them today, we think of the money-hungry company that they are today. They release the same game every year. They're all in it for the microtransactions. They release the same sports games every year with minimal changes. And for the most part, I'd say the company's just overall gone downhill. But me personally, when I think of EA, I think of them from the good times. They're in the 90s and the 2000s. I mean, they had a bunch of heavy hitter games back then. I mean, look at SSX Tricky, look at NBA Streets, look at the Need for Speed Underground games. They also worked on the Def Jam fighting games. And sure, I'll admit, they released a couple bad games back in the 90s and the 2000s, but I feel like these games sort of overweigh that. I mean, hell, just check this out. If you bought 2 sports games, you could get another one for free.
Yeah, you're gonna be busy. Because right now, when you buy any 2 EA Sports 2005 games, we'll send you a 3rd game free. Download your coupon today at easports.com. Rated everyone.
And sure, you know what? Back then, these were the most realistic sports games you could have. You know, if you wanted to play an NBA video game, you'd have to get NBA Live or something like that. Or if you wanted to play hockey, you'd have to get NHL from EA. Although, while these games were good back then, and sure, while these games might have been decent back then, all we think of them today as games that clog up goodwill. However, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at some of EA's most influential series back in the 90s and the 2000s. Now, enough rambling for me, let's get started.
Own the night. Need for Speed Underground. Rated E for everyone.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Alright, Need for Speed Underground. So this series is mainly about customizing cars and mainly doing street racing stuff. Now, this game released a couple years after the first Need for Speed movie. Now, of course, the previous game before the first Need for Speed Underground was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Now, that game was mainly about police chases and fast cars and exotic areas. EA wanted to move in this direction anyway because back in the late 90s and, of course, early 2000s, street racing was becoming huge with the Supra, NSX, RX-7, those cars like that. You know, it was all about customizing your car, making it go fast, adding nitrous to it, adding turbos, all that cool stuff. And then the movie came out. Basically what I'm saying is Need for Speed Underground sort of released at the right time in the right place. Hopefully this makes sense. Now when it comes to gameplay, this game is decent at it. I'll be honest, the sequel did it better. But I'd say for the most part, you know, this game is simple and it's fun. It's a fun street racing game. You have a decent amount of Japanese cars. Of course you got body kits, subwoofers, all those useless things to customize your car. And of course you can't forget about the soundtrack. I mean, you had that Lil Jon song, you had a mix of rock and hip-hop. This game is just overall an early 2000s time capsule. Now of course with the sequel it has its positives and its negatives, but that will probably be a separate video.
I have witnessed the future, seen visions of what's to come, and I've seen change, drastic change. It's the ousting of the old, and rejecting of routine. I've seen cats getting shook, taken to the bar, bugged out passes, bringing freedom to the masses. Woo! It's crazy. Hey, stand up, rise up. NBA Street Volume 2, rated E for everyone. Street ball will never, ever be the same.
EA Sports.
Alright, NBA Street Volume 2. Now this game I'm not really too familiar with. I've only played it once or twice, so I don't really know too much about it. But this was one of the top basketball games back in the 2000s. Now, of course you have official, you know, NBA games, stuff like that, but this is like street ball or whatever. So it was slightly different. It was slightly, I guess, flashier. But again, I'm not gonna say, you know, I've played the game a lot. I'll be honest, I haven't really played this game, so I haven't got a chance to try it out, so I can't really go in depth on what I know about it. All I know is this game is based off of like street basketball or whatever. So like I said before, you have official NBA games and you have like street games. You can do different moves, stuff like that. To be honest, I don't know how that would apply in game, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay, you do not suck, okay? You need to get up and try it again. That was weak. That was weak. Bend your knees. Okay, bend your knuckle. Close, but you gotta feel it more. Look, there you go. Feel it. What? Quit talking and just do it. Yes! That's right.
T for team.
Skate. Now, me personally, I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Personally, this game is all about realistic skateboarding. It's not really like Tony Hawk where you could fly up high in the air, do a bunch of kickflips, this and that. It's not really like that. It's more realistic, more grounded, I guess. You know, let's just say you want to skate like a stair set or something, it would take you a couple of tries in order to get it done. Now, where EA was coming from with this game, obviously they saw, you know, Tony Hawk was huge and they wanted to sort of make their own. They wanted to do it in a more realistic aspect where you actually, you know, get sort of from skateboarding. So in the game, you sort of as a nobody, you meet certain pros, you go skate, you get sponsored by a skate shop, then you end up in the X Games, and then it sort of goes on from there. Again, I absolutely love this game a lot. Again, have a lot of nostalgia for it. And believe it or not, this game is still incredibly realistic to this day.
What you wanna do? How you wanna do? From the club to the streets, we can get into it. Always going down, right about now. Let's put them hands up. Let's tear this club down. What you wanna do? How you wanna do? From the club to the streets, we can get into it. Always going down, right about now. Let's put them hands up. Let's tear this club down. What up?
Two crews, one city. Def Jam, fight for New York. Rated M for mature.
EA Games.
Def Jam Fight for New York. Now, this thing is essentially Mortal Kombat, both a bunch of rappers from the time. So, of course, you got DMX, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, all the great rappers from the time. And, of course, it also has a story to it. But the story, I don't know much about. So, we're going to leave that for a separate video. But this game is just essentially just fighting other rappers. And for some reason, this game is extremely expensive. Over $100, which I don't think it's worth that much. I mean, $60 to $90, alright, yeah, I could work with that, but over 100, no. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but Def Jam, it's basically Mortal Kombat, but with rappers in it. So EA Games, like I said in the beginning of the video, they were better during the 90s and the 2000s. Now, obviously, I just showed you all the influential games that they had back in the day, and, you know, I feel like EA can still improve themselves and make themselves better. As a company, it's just going to take a lot of work. But I don't think it's going to happen. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, do what you want to do. No rushing. Tell me down below, did you grow up with any of these games? Did you ever play any of these games? I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Been a while since I've had this much fun.
I know. So, like, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh, we're not very compatible.
What the hell?
You know what they say about Scorpios?
Is this what racism's like?
Racism? I'm not being racist.
Yeah, you kinda are. You're judging me based on the way I was born. I can't control it. Prejudice. That's kinda racist to me. Listen up, ladies. Shut up for 1 second. Listen up, ladies. You're actually racist.
Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies. Gotcha, ladies. Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies.
Say the line.
Gotcha, ladies. Gotcha, ladies. Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies. Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, ladies.
Slam dunk. No coming back from that one, ladies. Pack 'em up.